Someone.
Hello. Welcome to Quantum Heart Talks. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be in this beautiful, beautiful world. So excited to have another special guest from our tribe, Miss Sandra Howie. I am just so thrilled to have her on here and share her with all of you. Sandra is a transformational energy healer, and she is extraordinarily gifted. I was introduced to Sandra, I guess almost, was it 6 weeks ago now, Sandra? Maybe about 6 weeks ago. And I am just, you are such a gift. You're so delightful. I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you for saying yes to coming on Quantum Heart Talks, but more than anything, thank you for saying yes and being someone who is standing up to raise human consciousness, because you know that's very dear to my heart. And I'm collecting all my mojo definers and quantum influencers to be part of Linking Arms and Linking Hearts. And I am so excited you are part of this community. And I want to tell everybody about you. I'm just so excited. Where are you coming in from? Where are you at? Where is it afternoon for you where you are?
It's 1 o'clock.
Oh, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, awesome. So good afternoon.
Well, it's my honor to be part of Limbic Arc. Limbic Arc has really transformed my life, and it's been 8.5 weeks since I joined. It seems like yesterday, actually. And it came at a time when I was really starting to getting really affected by the collective consciousness, actually. And when I was introduced to you and sat down with you to have this experience, I was just like blown away because my body responded immediately to the ingredients that were being set into my field. And it was like, holy cow, this is like, it's amazing, because I could feel the energy coming into my body.
Wow. So you felt it right away. But
Yeah.
do you think a lot of that has to do with the fact that you already work in the quantum field and that you are an energy shifter? And so you're very consciously and subconsciously aware of the connection between this 3D reality illusion and that 5D in the quantum field? Do you think that that has a lot to do with it? And would that make it difficult for people who don't have that awareness or that awakened state? Would it make it difficult for them?
Yeah,
because I think people really misunderstand that kind of connection. They think that because they don't have a gift, because you have an extraordinary gift. So does it make it easy for them to be able to do it?
Well, everybody, we are all connected. So everybody has the same ability, but everyone has a different path. And I started out as a nurse, and so I always knew I always wanted to help people. And I am a forever healer, always, all my life wanted to heal people, help people, do whatever I could to bring light to them and to make their lives better. And, but I also am an empath, and I feel everybody's stuff. So I can feel how deeply, when I'm doing a healing for someone, I can even feel it in the energetic field. I can feel that there's some resistance, and it's not always the most pleasant, and my body responds to other people's pain and suffering. I can feel it inside of me, and so I can help them to release their suffering. I do forgiveness work, actually, which has been the most powerful thing that I've done. Actually, I don't know whether people have heard of Dr. Yu Len. He healed a prison, or healed prisons, with the forgiveness, the Ho'oponopono.
Wow.
And
can you expand on that a little bit about how this forgiveness modality you use? What have you seen happen with this modality? Why have you gone to the forgiveness modality? Because I do know that you have a lot of different protocols, but you seem to have really zeroed in on this forgiveness protocol. What made you really draw into that?
Well, probably because I needed to forgive myself, first of all, through
all do, don't we? We're very hard on ourselves. We're horribly hard. I know I was terrible. Oh,
Right.
so bad.
How many times have we said woulda, coulda, shoulda? Well, it's the past, right? You have to let it go. So I would even drive in the car and say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. And my body would respond. And so I spent some time with the monks, actually, on 3 occasions. And one of the monks told me that he had stage 4 cancer and he healed himself with meditation. And
wow. We hear that a lot, though, don't we? We hear that a lot, that these miracle healings within oneself. This is not unusual. But why is it so difficult for the average person? Why do you need to be a monk to do it?
well, because they've spent so much time in silence, and how many of us are so bombarded with external things, television, YouTube's, podcasts, whatever. You're constantly, you're never sitting in silence.
That is so true, isn't it? I mean, they have done a wonderful job in this world, this modern world, to distract you. And they've also kind of dripped on us for a very long time that all your answers are external. They're not internal, which of course is completely the opposite. We talk about this all the time. Oh, it's out there, work harder, keep going, it harder, harder, harder. It's out there, you'll find it if you keep. But the fact of the matter is it's actually in here, which is so crazy, right? But where's a great place to hide it if you really want to hide something, huh? Hide the truth, hide it inside. They'll never look there.
Well, what I found, through this work as well, is that a lot of people, like a lot of elderly people, or, they develop heart conditions. And I had some personal experiences with people that had moved to the area, because I live in a 4-season area. And people had moved to this area and they developed heart problems. Well, they had a lot of unforgiveness. Maybe they were forced by their children, to move to this area because it's so nice here and they wanted a place to stay. They had to leave their home, their past home that they'd spent 50 years in, or whatever, or the city. And they found themselves really tormented. So I did forgiveness work with them. And it's like, their heart conditions heal.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. This shifting, this energy healing shifting that you do, can you do it with anybody, anywhere in the world? Or do they have to be with you?
Oh, I do most of the sessions distantly. A lot of people around here like to come, but I don't need you in my presence, and I can clear spaces as well. I prefer not to go to your place because I'm so sensitive. I pick up attachments, so I don't do that. But I can clear your property, clear your space, clear you. You have to give permission. That's all you need to. And people that get the best results with this work that I do is they really have to be ready. They really have to want to be healed. They may say they want to be healed, but until their soul sort of tells them, you got to do this, then, it's really what your intentions are. And a lot of fear, and a lot of people, especially in this consciousness that we live in today, so many people have picked up the fear that's in the air, and people just, absorb other people's crap. And so a lot of times,
and in many cases, unknowingly, just like when we were kids, right? Just like when we were children, we picked up on all that energy unknowingly. And then it got layered and layered and layered and layered. And then all of a sudden, we really did forget who we are. We really did forget that we were born worthy. And then with all this layering, it got so dark. We got so shackled. We're not sure what it was. And then depending on who you spend your time with, who's it, what generational kind of conversations that go on. I mean, it's just so vast, the amount of dripping in the opposite direction of what truth really is. But I think we're on kind of upheavaling that now, though, aren't we? And I know that you had mentioned Limbic Arc, and you found it to be extraordinarily um, uh, synergistic with what you were doing, and that's why you hopped on like right away. Like you just said, wow, I can really see how this is awakening human consciousness, because you being an empath, as you had mentioned, you pick up on everything. I can't even imagine what that's like. So with that being that open, there must be all kinds of crap that try to get in there, and I can understand why it's actually safer for you to be in your own protection bubble. I call that the Mojo Rainbow bubble, body condom. People always laugh at that, but you really need it. You really have to do it, because if you're that empathic, I mean, it's just so easy with all this stuff going on now, especially with the radiation that they're trying to, just very insidiously go, it's okay. It's just the next level up. Yeah, next level in the wrong direction, right? So tell us how you, how this has seamlessly worked into your work for you, and for you personally, and for the people that you work with.
Well, I find that it works in helping to remove the layers. So I actually, since I started, I had been really sort of a couch potato with all of this COVID stuff. And anyway, 3 weeks into Limbic Arc, all of a sudden it was like something went off in my head and it said, okay, you need to start walking now. So I was doing 6 kilometers. Now I do 8 kilometers a day.
Wow, good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I get a lot of messages when I'm out doing my walking. So really it's a form of meditation as well. And so
thank you for that. Sorry to interrupt, but you're right. I think a lot of people think they have to sit there like a monk, in a monastery, and just hum and silence. But that's not true at all, is it? We can meditate doing activities even. That is awesome. Can you explain more about that, and how that's probably even an easier way of doing it for people?
Well, just a little tip for people, even if they do 5 minutes of breathing in to a count of 5, hold it to a count of 5, breathe it out for a count of 5, and hold it for a count of 5, and breathe in, and do that for a period of 5 minutes. That is really going to help to ground you, connect you, make you more conscious of where you are and what you're doing. And sort of back to, the distractions that we get. I found what is so fantastic about Limbic Arc is the fact that we have the imponderables. That is like, it tells you go in, you do a spark, and you can see what's affecting you. And I mean, I just did a spark before we came on here. I was affected 86% by 5G. And 90, and then 81 for 4G. Just different, even the moon, the sun, we're affected by all of these things. Jet lag. And it's so amazing. So I did a reboost to see, what is just in my energy field. And it gives me all the ingredients. So if I need an essential oil, for instance, it tells me what I need and I can click on it. It helps you can do liver cleanses, kidney cleanses. You can do clear a lot of toxins. I do that anyway, but this is a fantastic way of clearing toxins, clearing emotions. They're coming up with an emotion detox that's going to be fantastic. And I believe the whole world needs this product. It's going to change people's lives. And it requires, it requires 10 minutes of your time once you figure it out. But a lot of people like to see, like me, I like to see all the ingredients and see what.
I like reading all the ingredients, because it's showing me, it's allowing my innate intelligence to show me how deep my innate this physiology had to recalibrate to survive all the poisons and the toxins. People have no idea. They have no idea how many poisons have actually come into this physiology. we have been dripped on for so long. And then, of course, with the radiation, with all the modern technology, it is changing our cellular with really deep levels. And along with that, all the heavy metals, that is really, we've become these giant for, for that.
Well, and you just brought something else to my attention. So I did a clearing for a lady, and she was feeling like crap. And so I said, let's put you on, see what's going on. And she works in a job where she has to wear a mask all the time, and it's mandatory. And she had, her body needed oxygen, was 98%. So within, like, yeah. And so she had all these molds growing in her lungs. Where could you find that? It was like, it's so gross. And I mean, we get these mushrooms. There's like $2,000 worth of mushrooms if you had to buy them, and we get them all included in this program. It's incredible.
I think the mold thing is a big one for me. The EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, under the categories of imponderables, and the molds and the fungi. That my mother has been talking about the bombardment of the mutation from those imponderables with molds, that it's so insidious at such a subneutronic level that people have no understanding of the mutation that's going on and how deep that's going into our bodies. And that's why a lot of our practitioners can't find it, because it is just that small, and they don't look for it. Unless they specifically are looking, they will not find it. And yet that is the root of the evil of what has been happening. And Limbic Arc is just, it just finds it like that. Your innate intelligence in that quantum field goes bada bing, bada boom. This is what's going on. Like right now, you need some serious neutralization and protection. And that, to me, outside, I love the fact we have these amazing greens, like the mushrooms you mentioned. Love that. And 600 other incredible amino acids, essential oils. I know you work with essential oils and crystals and all that. We have all of that, and the minerals and the vitamins and the, the herbs. And I mean, it just goes on and on and on. But your body figures out, your innate intelligence shows you this unique version. You don't even have to guess. You mentioned a spark. You did a spark. Can you tell people what that is? Because a lot of people don't know, because we have a lot of new people watching who aren't familiar with Limbic Arc, and we want to invite them to our 30-day challenge, which starts in November, so they can experience our Spark and info booths and have access to you wonderful experts as well. And so could you tell people a little bit about what this Spark is?
Well, well, you're much better at this, but
no, you guys are great.
Ultimately, what you do is you just enter your voice. It's voice activated for 10 seconds, and you can talk about yourself, and then you need to do the kinetic part where you touch the screen 5 times, and that connects your body and your voice, and that's your innate intelligence.
Wow. So it's really a bridge to be able to communicate with your subconscious that you thought you were lost in space with.
Yeah, like the limbic part of our brain, which is like, that's the connector. And this is so named so appropriately.
Isn't it though? It's just so cool, isn't it? So like this spark that you had mentioned, it's kind of like our fingerprint. Like it knows only you. It knows nobody else, just you. And I can't wait to show people how, through this little 10-second modality that you mentioned, this little energy voice activation, little connect, what it's take 15 seconds. It's like no big deal. And then all of a sudden, boom, you have this huge quantum bioscan readout of what your body is absolutely needing in that moment. I mean, how cool is that? And I think Robin had mentioned in Robin Sheridan that was on here, she said she knew her body was starving. Like she says she was doing all these things and these ingredients that show up. She goes, oh my gosh, I take those things. Why? No wonder I feel like I'm starving, because her body wasn't absorbing, because her bioreceptors were blocked. So Limbic Arc just puts them right back online and says, now we're going to start handshaking for those necessary nutrients so your body can up level and get back into wellness balance. Now, I know that we always say Limbic Arc is just a wellness tool. It's not here to diagnose, treat, or cure. But if you can start feeding your body with the necessary nutrients and neutralizing those nasty things like radiation, 4G, 5G, cell towers, electricity, microwave, all that stuff, along with those molds, you know, that's what it's about. It's about working together. So with all you lovelies, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm just so excited to be able to share all of you with this community. And I hope more people will really see the value of you beautiful souls, you humanitarians who are raising human consciousness to really shift the world that we all deserve, not deserve, we're worthy to live in, and take back our freedom on all fronts, especially our wellness, and right with a click of a button. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Sandra, so much for sharing your gifts and your wisdom, your heart. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Where can people get a hold of you? If they wanted to reach out to you directly for your beautiful modality, your energy shifting modality, what's the best way to get a hold of you? Should they just messenger you directly?
Yeah, just message me at Sandra Howie. And I'm actually thinking about changing the name of my business to Three Hearts Healing, because the thing that I found with Limbic Arc is we're all connected. So we have three brains, actually, three hearts, one in your head, one in your heart, and one in your gut. And this is what I am finding. Limbic Arc has everything that you need to bring you into balance. And that's the best part of this. I've become a much more effective healer. My boundaries are better. And I'm seeing other people, they're really stepping into their power by using Limbic Arc. And
that is
and
awesome. What a beautiful discovery.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Mm-hmm. And
wow,
I can help you to really.
That makes sense, doesn't it? Really, when you think about it. Right? The heart, we say it's the mind, but really, where's your conscious thinking? Where's that energy going? Is it going towards a loving consciousness, or is it going to a fear-based consciousness? Right? And if everything's energy, then that's affecting that, which is affecting this. And the gut, which has been completely hijacked with all the poisons in our air, water, food, other things. I can see where, with your sensitivity and your innate awareness of the bigger picture, what a beautiful gift for you to be able to have aligned that. Thank you for that.
I am so grateful to Limbic Arc, and I'm so thankful to you, Tony. I saw a little thing pop up there. I love Three Heart Healing. Okay, whoever that was, thank you.
Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Maybe is that what you're going to call it? Three Heart Healing?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I love that. That feels good.
Yeah, thank you.
Really good. I really like that. And it takes the whole triangle thing again too, which is really cool.
Right.
This is, it's just symbolism. There's nothing's a coincidence. I always say that. Nothing is a coincidence. I just love this. I love being able to connect to all of you in our beautiful tribe. I love being able to share the world with you and share the people out there who aren't aware of all the people who have these extra modalities and protocols and gifts that can synergistically tie it into Limbic Arc, the world's first quantum energy wellness tool. This is like nothing else, anybody. This is like nothing else. This is not frequency. This is the real deal, quantum energy. I did a post on my personal page. Even the US government is doing quantum initiative research now and opening it all up to what they've known. So this is really cool. It looks like we're all starting to come together. This is exciting times. And I really hope that people will jump on board to our 30-day challenge. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I know that you're going to be part of that too, right, Sandra?
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing I will add as well, it's a fantastic group of people. I've really found my tribe, and the people in this group are just really such beautiful, loving hearts. And that is a thing that just touches my heart so much that it's made me grow as an individual and just really be much more loving, and everyone is just like that. It's so amazing. So join the 30-day challenge. It's amazing. So
yeah, it's one of our other groups that we do on our daily Zooms, right? We have our daily Zooms at quantumnomads.tv. If you'd like to join on our daily Zoom, our cat, what we always tell people is that, you know, what we can't do alone, we can do together. And isn't that true? Our sphere of influence becomes so much stronger and so much more balanced and aligned when we do link arms and we do link hearts. When we come from a love base, 3 hearts healing. I love this heart centeredness, because that's what it's all about. The vibration just goes mojo rising, and you know how much the mojo girl loves the mojo rising. So thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you for being on this wonderful Quantum Heart Talks. Thank you, everybody, for joining us live. Thank you. If you're coming back to watch the replay, reach out to the person that invited you. We'd love to have you in on this 30-day challenge. Welcome, 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 and thank you, thank you, thank you. So everybody go unlock your scan, activate those ingredients so that you too can be empowered to real joy, peace, love, light, and freedom. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, Sandra.
Thank you. Many blessings to everyone. Thank you so much.